Well, hi, friends. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary segment. What did I do from the days of Monday, November 25th through Thursday, November 28th, which was Thanksgiving Day? So on Monday, the 25th, I was here at the office, and let's see, I worked here in the morning, headed out in the evening. I did the staff connections in the morning. We have our usual morning briefing. I get connected with all the different staff that come here to the office, usually do, as I always say, early work at my desk that morning on things like, we're preparing new spots for broadcast, planning an interview with Jonathan Cahn, posting videos, communicating with staff about that, getting Christmas cards ready. The January prayer service that we coordinate on the day of the March for Life in preparation for administrative meetings, pro-life media, and the pro-life prayer guide for the transition period in these days between Election Day and Inauguration Day. Those were some of the topics I dealt with at my desk. At 10 a.m., I was here in the studio for an interview with Jonathan Cahn, a well-known spiritual commentator. After I interviewed him, I had another interview here for Praying for America at 11:15. I grabbed a quick lunch at 1 p.m., had an important election-related meeting with the leadership team over at Susan B. Anthony, Pro-Life America, that organization, good friends of ours. Right after that, I had a 2 o'clock meeting with our finance director, routine work being done together. 2:45, a meeting with our communications director right here in our office. At 3:30, a meeting with our vice chairman together with the person who heads up the company that does our prospecting for us. That's when you do mailings to expand your universe of donors. And then at 4 o'clock, I was picked up to go to the airport. One of our volunteer drivers took me to Orlando Airport. On the way there, I had a phone conversation with the executive director down at our Rachel's Vineyard headquarters, national and international headquarters in Philadelphia. And then, once I got to the airport and was getting ready to check in, I had another phone call with a pro-life leader of Operation Rescue, Troy Newman. We had some important things to go over. Then I caught my plane, and the plane took me to Westchester County, New York, to be with my family for the Thanksgiving holiday. Did some work on the plane, got home, and by the time I was there, it was time to go to bed. Tuesday the 26th, I was there at home with my mom, and my brother lives nearby, so I saw both of them, caught up with them. Started, though, with an 8 a.m. radio interview, and did that interview. And then I had the joy, while being there at home on the 26th, of putting up the Christmas tree. We traditionally do that early, right around Thanksgiving. It ends up being, of course, an Advent tree, reminding us to prepare for the coming of Christ. You don't want to rush the liturgical holiday, of course. And then I was working on Christmas cards. I had a lot of Christmas cards to write, and I figured that visiting there up home would be a good time to do that. And a lot of pro-life leaders that I have on my list are writing cards to them. Went to my favorite fish store there in town to pick up some fish for some of our meals. I had some conversations with people who are transitioning into the new Trump administration, especially in the Faith Engagement Office, some phone conversations with them. I had to do some shopping nearby, visiting with my mom then during the course of the day, and with my brother. And then at 5:30 p.m. had a radio interview that I did from right there at home, and then we had some dinner together with the family right after that. The next day, Wednesday the 27th, the day before Thanksgiving, more writing of Christmas cards. That took a lot of time. Visiting, of course, there with my mom, had breakfast together. Had a 10 a.m. phone call with one of our Deacons for Life, who helps me head up the Deacons for Life effort, as a matter of fact. So we had a substantial conversation with him. And then, as the day went on, we had somebody come by the house who was purchasing an old car that we had up there. I helped to arrange for that, and we took care of that midday. Had some other things I had to do in relation to that. I had to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles to pick up some paperwork relative to that. Once the plates were taken off the car, you surrender the plate. So I went over to the DMV. I used to work there, actually, some decades ago before going into the seminary. So it was brought back some interesting memories. And then went back home visiting again with my mom and my brother, having meals there and writing more Christmas cards and putting the finishing touches on the Christmas tree. The next day was Thanksgiving. And usually on Thanksgiving morning, I have a tradition of having some hot chocolate while seeing the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on TV. Of course, being right there in New York, it's close by. You have the feeling like you're right next door to the parade. But we did that, my mom and I, and finalized the tree while doing that, putting the ornaments on the tree, while also watching the parade. Some of the emails I had to take care of, in the, during my time at home in these previous 2 days, Thanksgiving, I didn't have much email work, just communicated with one pastor in Florida about an upcoming meeting. But let's see, some of the other things I had dealt with on Tuesday and Wednesday, some email approvals, that is, emails that go out to our full list approving the text. The prayer guide for the transition, continuing to write. We have new prayers each day. Approval of appeal letters. Adjustments on our page of abortion testimonies. Update of procedures. That's something we do this time of year. Working with the rest of the administrative team, we update some procedures that staff have to follow. And preparation for upcoming travels. On Wednesday, had to have some communication with people who are helping fill the positions in the new Trump administration, speaking with other people via email about our get-togethers with different leaders coming up, communication with our data department, working on the 2025 schedule. That's another thing I did while I was there during my days at home. And looking ahead to conferences like National Religious Broadcasters, CPAC, and others. So going back to Thanksgiving, we had a good morning, and then at 2 o'clock got together with some other family members at a nice restaurant just close to our home and had a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner there. After which, we got home and we were tired. We didn't have to do too much after that, although I did do some more quiet work and Christmas cards and then went to bed early. So those were the days from Monday the 25th through Thanksgiving Day, Thursday the 28th of November. I hope your holiday season has been good so far and that you had a happy Thanksgiving. And of course, we'll be looking forward to Christmas. Well, I'll be keeping you updated. We don't skip any days on what I do here on my Daily Diary segment. Thanks. Let's pray for each other. God bless you.